Where life and death are separated by a single breath, instinct is the only weapon. There is no mercy, no rule of law. Only the strong earn the right to exist. In the silence, quiet ambushes weave a bloody tale of survival. Every step is a mortal gamble, where the slightest error can end everything. The brilliant sun illuminates a world where fear and courage coexist. In darkness and wind, predators challenge the limits of nature and themselves. This is a place where time is not measured in days, but in each breath snatched from fate. The cheetah, the fastest cat on the planet, is a hunting machine shaped by the constant pressure of survival. Amidst the open plains of the savannah, it relies on a slender body, light muscles, and large lung capacity to reach speeds exceeding 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds. This explosive acceleration is not merely a spectacular display, it is the difference between catching prey and the hunger that threatens its entire family. Its eyes, adapted for long-distance vision in daylight, lock onto a target with almost mathematical precision. They are the markings of a specialist, the lines of focus in a world of blinding light. Not tears of sorrow, but channels of concentration, ensuring that when the moment comes, the hunter's gaze is unwavering and its aim is true. These are not for decoration. They function like natural sunglasses, absorbing sunlight and reducing glare. This allows it to maintain intense focus on moving prey without being blinded, a crucial advantage when hunting during the day. A time when most other large cats are resting. But speed comes at a price. After a chase, the cheetah is exhausted, vulnerable to stronger predators that can steal its hard-won prize. In the hunt, every movement is calculated. The cheetah selects young, weak, or unwary prey, exploiting any weakness in the cohesion of gazelle and impala herds. It moves stealthily, using the sparse savanna vegetation as cover. Once at an ideal distance, usually under 300 feet, the cheetah launches into an explosive sprint. The chase is a frantic dash, typically lasting only 20 to 60 seconds. If it fails to catch its quarry in this brief window, the cheetah's body will overheat and the hunt is lost. When successful, a fatal bite to the throat suffocates the prey, ending the struggle in seconds. However, victory does not guarantee a meal. The cheetah must devour its kill quickly before lions, hyenas, or even flocks of vultures detect the carcass and close in. The contest for food is a constant part of its reality. The species' survival also depends on reproduction. The female raises her cubs alone, protecting them in hidden lairs and moving them frequently to avoid being tracked. However, the mortality rate for cubs is very high. Lions, jackals, and birds of prey are constant threats to the defenseless young. The cheetah is both an example of supreme specialization and a testament to biological fragility. While the cheetah relies on speed in the open plains, in the wooded savanna, sheer power and cooperation reign supreme. On the bank, in the shade of the sparse trees, a herd of Impala is grazing. Their slender bodies gleam a tawny gold in the morning rays. Each of their movements is like a delicate brushstroke on the savanna canvas. They make almost no sound, but that silence is fragile. Behind their grace lies constant vigilance. The Impala is one of southern Africa's most graceful antelopes. It can leap 30 feet in a single bound and soar up to 10 feet high, as if the air itself lifts it from danger. These spectacular leaps are more than just a means of escape. This is more than an expression of joy. It is a conversation with death itself, a deliberate, defiant message broadcast to unseen eyes, declaring with every impossible leap, "I am vitality, I am speed, a chase would be fruitless." It is a gamble of energy, played out to prevent a gamble of life. Their primary defense is movement, swift, coordinated, and effortless. Nearby, in the dry grass, dark spots flicker. It is the Guinea fowl. Like tiny medieval warriors, each seems to wear a helmet, blue-black feathers, dark eyes, a red crest, and white spots on their bodies. Their gait seems comically hurried, but at the slightest rustle, the entire flock freezes instantly, turning to stone. Guinea fowls are the noisy sentinels of the savannah. Their piercing calls alert every creature round to approaching danger. Their role as sentinels extends beyond mere alarms. Guinea fowls are tireless custodians of the savannah, consuming vast quantities of insects and the parasitic ticks that plague large herbivores. This relationship is a perfect example of symbiosis. While the great beasts are cleansed of troublesome parasites, the guinea fowl get an easy and safe meal. They are not just the alarm system, but the sanitation crew of the plains. Sometimes they are the first to spot a leopard in the bush or the approach of an eagle. There, under the shade of scattered acacia trees, the lion establishes its brutal dominance. A predator whose strategy lies not in speed, but in collective strength. The lion is the ultimate expression of collective power among the great cats. Unlike the solitary cheetah, it operates in structured groups, known as prides, ensuring its dominance over vast areas of the savannah. The male's mane, a symbol of majesty, is not just for show but also a protective barrier in violent confrontations. The color and density of a lion's mane are not just a physical shield, but a living resume of its health and strength. This is no mere ornament. It is a crown and a shield, a living testament to a life of conflict and conquest. Its darkness speaks of battles won, of a constitution forged in fire, a silent broadcast of power that is understood by every rival and desired by every lioness. Consequently, lionesses tend to choose mates with darker manes, while other males are hesitant to challenge them. The mane is a visual declaration, speaking volumes about a king's dominance without a single roar. Meanwhile, the more agile females play the central role in hunts, coordinating their attacks with impressive precision. This cooperation is rare in the feline world and makes the lion a strategic and brutal predator. Ambushes often take place at dusk or in the early morning hours, when cooler temperatures favor long chases. The lionesses position themselves in a semicircle, while one moves forward to separate the prey from the herd. This tactic aims to isolate the most vulnerable animal, reducing its chances of escape. The brutality is not limited to their prey. Internal disputes among group members are also frequent, determining the hierarchy of access to food. The social life of the lion, while advantageous for hunting, is also fraught with risk. Dominant males must protect their females and cubs from intruders. Territorial battles are fierce and can lead to fatal wounds. When a new male takes over, the brutality intensifies. The cubs of the previous leader are killed to ensure that only the new bloodline thrives. This act, cruel to human eyes, is a natural strategy that ensures genetic continuation. On the savannah, the lion's roar is an acoustic warning of power. Audible up to 5 miles away, it announces a group's presence and deters intruders. The lion is a balance of strength, cooperation, and social brutality. It represents the collective face of the African wild. While lions impose their power on the plains and wooded savannas elsewhere, amidst the twisted branches of the forest and the rocky outcrops. Another cat employs an opposite strategy. Amidst the branches, a giraffe stands, the silent traveler of the African savannah. Its head reaches 20 feet high to a place no other herbivore can touch. To serve this living watchtower, nature has engineered a miracle, a heart of immense power, a 2-foot-long engine that defies gravity with every beat. It is a masterpiece of plumbing, designed to solve a problem that would kill any other creature. How to nourish a brain that lives in the sky without overwhelming it when it bows to the earth. Its entire circulatory system is a masterpiece of biological engineering designed to serve a unique body. It feeds on leaves from the treetops, where they are fresh and drenched in sunday. In Zambezi National Park, the giraffe feels confident. Their numbers are not large, but each individual looks like a living legend. The dark patches on its body, like leaf patterns, make it nearly invisible among the branches and shadows. Its tongue, long and dexterous, can extend 1.5 feet. It carefully plucks tender shoots from between the sharp thorns of an acacia tree. There is no haste in it. It knows the tree will provide what it needs. The key is patience. Its gait is slow, swaying. It seems to be walking through time. It comes and goes without a sound, as if it were just a part of a dream. On the branch of an old tree, hidden in the dim light of the canopy, is a hunter. The brown snake eagle. Its eyes are sharp as daggers. It knows how to wait. It knows that the movement of the grass can mean more than just a breeze. Feeding on snakes and other reptiles, This predator is not just a hunter, it is balance, a symbol of precision, patience, and the power hidden in silence. And there, a baboon, clever, agile, always busy with something. It climbs the tree trunk with mastery, as if the tree were an extension of itself. In its world, there are no random movements. Every leap, every glance is calculated. The leopard, solitary, silent, and stealthy. It survives not by collective strength, but by the art of concealment and camouflage. The leopard is a predator of contrasts. Extraordinary power in a relatively compact body, combined with absolute discretion. Unlike the lion, it avoids direct confrontations. Its survival depends on its ability to be stealthy and remain undetected. With a coat marked by rosettes that blend with the light filtering through the canopy or the shadows of rocks, the leopard is a master of camouflage. In near total silence, it observes its surroundings, calculating each move with patience and precision. But most impressive is its ability to haul prey much larger than itself up a tree. This demonstrates not only strength but also great skill. The leopard's phenomenal climbing ability, especially when descending, is aided by a special anatomical feature: exceptionally flexible ankle joints. Unlike other big cats, a leopard can rotate its hind ankles nearly 180 degrees. This allows them to grip the tree trunk securely with their hind claws while moving headfirst down, providing superior control and stability. This very adaptation turns the branches into a safe escape route and an impregnable pantry. Unlike other predators, it prefers to take its prize to the treetops. Protected among the sturdy branches, it can eat in safety, far from the covetous eyes of hyenas and lions. More than a hunter, the leopard is a strategist, an example of intelligence and adaptability in the African bush. A solitary life demands constant vigilance. No leopard can count on the support of a pride. Every battle, every meal is the exclusive result of its own skill. Females raise their cubs without assistance, hiding them in dens or dense vegetation. Nevertheless, the mortality rate remains high, mainly due to attacks from other predators. Among the great cats of Africa, the leopard is the most adaptable. It lives everywhere, from open savannas to dense forests and high mountain regions. This flexibility explains its wide distribution across the continent. However, it also brings it into frequent contact with the territories of other predators, forcing it to specialize in avoiding confrontation. Camouflage, silent strength, and strategic intelligence make the leopard a unique hunter. Brutal in its actions, but invisible until the final moment. At the top of a tall tree, above the green majesty of the savannah, a strange council is in session. The birds, like old sages in black cloaks, sit with their heads hunched into their shoulders, observing the world from above. This is the Marabou stork. Their bodies seem heavy, almost clumsy. But once they take to the air, you are no longer looking at a terrestrial wanderer, but a lord of the sky. A wingspan of up to 10 feet lifts them, as if the sky itself lends a hand. The Marabou stork is a scavenger. Its mission is to clean up the traces of death to sustain life. They do not hunt, they do not chase. They arrive at the end. They are the janitors of the ecosystem. Nature has given them a job that no one else can do. Here, the waters of the Zambezi River, having gathered strength over thousands of miles, confront the abyss. From a height of over 300 feet, the water plummets with an unstoppable force, creating columns of spray that can be heard and seen for tens of miles. The cliff face stretches for nearly 1¼ miles from bank to bank. This is not a narrow channel between rocks. This is an entire curtain of water, encompassing the whole view. When Victoria Falls is in full flood, it seems the planet itself has decided to speak. Here, the river ceases to be water and becomes pure power. It is the sound of a world being torn and remade in the same instant. A liquid thunder that falls not in drops, but in a solid, moving wall of an entire landscape plunging into the abyss. This is the river's end, and its new beginning. Imagine a wall of water almost 1.25 miles long, hurtling down and pushing back clouds of vapor. It is thanks to this mist that the local vegetation, a lush rainforest, survives even during the dry months. But Victoria has other faces. In the dry season, its flow splits into separate streams, and through them one can see the vertical walls of the gorge. On the map of Africa, Victoria Falls sits right on the border of two nations, Zimbabwe and Zambia. Here, the Zambezi River, after a long journey of nearly 1,600 miles, suddenly meets a cliff. Water knows no borders, but man has drawn a line. The right bank is Zambia, the left is Zimbabwe. And from each side, there are unique perspectives on this force of nature. Surrounding the falls is an evergreen rainforest. It exists thanks to the tiny water droplets that hang in the air almost constantly. This is a real rain without rain. The mist created by the falls is not just a beautiful veil, it is the breath of a giant. During the flood season, the spray shoots up to a height of 1,300 feet. It can sometimes be seen even from an airplane, and its noise can be heard from 25 miles away. And this explains the ancient name the local tribes gave the falls, Mosi Oatunya, the smoke that thunders. This perpetual mist also creates a magical and rare natural phenomenon, the lunar rainbow, or moonbow. On the nights of a full moon, the moonlight is bright enough to refract through the suspended water particles, creating a faint, ethereal rainbow in the darkness. It is one of the few places on Earth where visitors can witness this surreal spectacle, a secret dance between the moonlight and the river's power. But the modern name is a recent addition. In 1855, the Scottish missionary and explorer David Livingstone was the first European to reach the cliff and see the abyss open before him. He named it after Queen Victoria. Since then, the falls have been known to the world, but they themselves have not changed. While the leopard caches its prey in trees and reigns alone in the forest shadows, in the more open areas of the savannah, a predator with an opposite behavior emerges. The African wild dog. In contrast to silent isolation, its brutality lies in extreme cooperation, a pack that hunts together with unshakable discipline, speed, and efficiency. The African wild dog, also known as the painted wolf, is one of the most effective predators on the continent. Unlike the solitary leopard or the swift cheetah, its strength lies in supreme cooperation. A pack can consist of more than 20 individuals, each playing a specific role in the hunt. This organization turns the chase into an almost military execution. Constant communication through short calls, physical endurance, and collective strategy make this canid a more successful hunter than many felines. The cooperation of African wild dogs reaches an astonishing level. They even have a form of democratic vote to decide when to begin a hunt. Before the hunt, a strange ritual unfolds. A parliament of sneezes. It is a vote, cast not with hands but with breath. A quiet consensus that builds until a tipping point is reached and the pack moves as one. It is democracy in its most primal and deadliest form. If a high-ranking member sneezes, only a few more sneezes are needed for the pack to depart. But if a lower-ranking member initiates, more consenting sneezes are required. This is a unique testament to social cohesion and collective decision-making in the animal world. Their hunting technique is based on persistence. Unlike the lightning-fast attacks of felines, wild dogs pursue their prey over long distances, exploiting their exhaustion. A gazelle or an antelope can run fast, but it cannot maintain the same stamina. Mile after mile, the pack members take turns leading, forcing the animal to make a mistake. When the victim is out of breath, the group attacks in a coordinated manner, bringing it down with impressive brutality. The efficiency is so high that in some regions, the success rate of their hunts exceeds 70%. The pack's brutality is evident in the collective kill. Unlike felines, which suffocate their prey before eating, wild dogs begin to feed immediately, often while the animal is still alive. Here, there is no ceremony in death. The kill is a starting pistol for a race against thieves. Every second is critical, and the pack's survival depends on a swift, communal, and utterly unsentimental efficiency. The social structure is also remarkable. There is a dominant pair responsible for reproduction, while the others help raise the young. The hierarchy is not based solely on strength, but on cooperation. When the pack returns from a hunt, they regurgitate food for the pups and even for injured or sick members. However, the wild dog's existence faces constant threats. They compete with lions and hyenas for territory and food, and often lose their kills to these more powerful rivals. The African wild dog, therefore, is a unique predator, ruthless in its collective hunts, yet dependent on social bonds rarely seen among carnivores. Brutal and efficient, it represents organized wilderness in its purest form. While wild dogs dominate the savannah with discipline and cooperation, in other areas, an equally ruthless competitor operates based on numbers and opportunity. On the water's surface, on slender dry branches, small figures are lined up. Their bodies are light, their movements almost a dance. These birds seem to be made of morning light. a green back, a slightly rufous chest, and a distinctive white stripe on the forehead from which they get their name, the white-fronted bee-eater. They sit motionless, but it is only an appearance. A second later, one of them soars into the air, executes a deft loop, and returns with a struggling prize in its beak. The diet of these birds consists of bees, wasps, hornets, and other stinging insects. Before swallowing their prey, they skillfully neutralize it by rubbing it against a branch, removing the venom and stinger. This technique is honed to perfection. Bee-eaters live in colonies, sometimes numbering in the hundreds. Their nests are long, horizontal burrows dug into the sandy banks along the river. Amidst the bushes and dry grass, where the thickets glow gold in the morning light, a figure slowly emerges. The African buffalo, massive, as if carved from rock, it walks heavily but calmly. In its eyes is a harshness, in its gait, a confidence. This is not a fugitive, not a hunter. This is the master of the plains. Its horns curve like a crescent moon. Its coat is dark as a rainy night. Not far away, among the thickets, a giraffe stretches. It moves almost silently, as if not walking on the ground, but gliding over it. Its neck reaches the canopy, where other species cannot. It nibbles on fresh leaves with the care of a master. And higher still in the treetops, where only the sky makes its choice, white pelicans have landed. The spotted hyena, often underestimated, displays a brutality of its own, reinforced by the power of its clan and its ability to challenge even the largest predators in Africa. Often dismissed as a mere scavenger, it is, in fact, a formidable hunter, capable of taking down large prey when operating in groups. A powerful body, incredibly strong jaws, and teeth adapted for crushing bone make it an expert at making the most of every carcass. Its bite force is one of the strongest among carnivorous mammals, allowing it to break structures that other predators would leave behind. Nothing is wasted. The spotted hyena's hunting strategy is based on endurance and cooperation. They pursue wildebeest, zebras, and antelopes over long distances, exhausting their prey until it can no longer escape. Contrary to popular belief, they do not solely depend on the leftovers of lions. Often, it is the lions who steal their kills, using their strength to usurp a downed carcass. The social life of the hyena is complex and ruled by a matriarchal system. Females dominate the males and lead the clans, which can number over 80 individuals. The dominance of the female hyena is not just behavioral. It is reinforced by one of the strangest biological traits in the mammalian world. Due to extremely high levels of androgens, male hormones in their bodies, females are larger and more aggressive than males, and possess external genitalia that closely resemble those of a male. This unique trait makes mating and birth incredibly difficult, but it is also the foundation of an absolute female-led social order. An unbreakable power structure in their brutal world. The brutality is not limited to their hunts. Siblings from the same litter may fight to the death in their first days of life, eliminating rivals and strengthening the survivors. Their piercing cry, which resembles laughter, is one of the most recognizable sounds of the savannah. It is not a sign of joy, but a communication code that conveys location, excitement, and even requests for support. A large group of hyenas is capable of challenging lions and even driving them off their own kills, demonstrating the courage and aggression of these animals. The spotted hyena, therefore, is a predator that combines endurance, cooperation, and brutality in every stage of its life. Its image as an opportunist conceals the reality of a strategic, resilient hunter, fundamental to the dynamics of the African savannah. On the crowns of the palm trees, rising high above the Zambezi River Valley, a whole flock of white pelicans has landed. Their large silhouettes look particularly striking against the fan-shaped palm leaves, illuminated by the soft evening light. These palms are likely of the species Hyena Queen, a palm characteristic of the wetland areas of southern Africa. The pelicans sit solidly and calmly, as if guarding their kingdom from on high. Some are sleeping, their wings spread wide. Others have tucked their beaks into their feathers, preparing for sleep. Trees like these are not just observation posts, but also safe havens from terrestrial predators. On the arid plains, a soft golden light spreads. The sun is no longer as harsh as at midday, but it still generously illuminates the burnt grass, the coppery leaves of the bushes, and the backs of the animals. Amidst the bushes, zebras appear. At first glance, they are just black and white stripes against the ochre earth. But the longer one looks, the more their beauty is revealed. Each zebra has a unique pattern, like its own personal passport. The stripes are not just for decoration. They help with camouflage in the tall grass, confusing predators when they run. And they may even protect against biting insects by reflecting light in a certain spectrum. Individually, each zebra is a target, but together they become a living mirage, a river of black and white that flows across the plains where edges blur and individuals vanish into a single hypnotic whole. It is a secret whispered between them. To survive, one must be willing to disappear. The stripes not only hide the zebra, but they hide it in plain sight, turning the herd into a giant, mesmerizing, and elusive optical illusion. The herd of zebras grazes unhurriedly. They nibble on the dry grass, chewing slowly, always listening. Zebras have excellent hearing and sharp vision. While some are eating, others hold their heads high, watching their surroundings. And that is their strength. It is through solidarity that the zebra can survive on the open plains, where danger can lurk from any direction. In the falling dusk, among the trees, a leopard appears. It seems to emerge from the landscape itself. The spots on its skin blend with the foliage, with the fallen leaves, and with the bark of the trees. It does not sneak, nor does it hurry. It simply moves like a ghost, like a part of the forest that has suddenly taken shape and direction. In every corner of wild Africa, the brutality of nature is a non-negotiable law. The cheetah exploits its maximum speed. The lion maintains its collective strength. The leopard dominates with stealth. The wild dog executes organized hunts. The spotted hyena imposes endurance and opportunity. Different strategies, different bodies, but a shared goal: to survive in an environment where mistakes are paid for with one's life. The drama of wildlife is not limited to direct confrontations. The constant competition between species, the pressure for food, the fragility of the young, and the daily struggle against rivals. The atmosphere is always tense, where the victory of one means the inevitable defeat of another. In the land of brutal predators, there is no room for lingering mistakes. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Only those who adapt to the harsh demands of nature can sustain their lineage. In the Arctic and subarctic regions of Alaska, the snowy owl's pure white plumage blends perfectly into the icy landscape, providing the perfect camouflage. Their thick feathers, which even cover their feet, keep them warm even when the temperature drops below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The snowy owl is a master hunter of the Arctic. Unlike many other owl species, the snowy owl is diurnal, especially during the summer months. This gives them the advantage of continuous hunting in the endless daylight. They glide over the snow, using their keen eyesight to spot the slightest movement. The lemming, a common rodent, is the main food source for these owls. However, the snowy owl is also capable of hunting hares, seabirds, and even young foxes. However, the breeding cycle of the lemming, the snowy owl's main food source, has been severely affected by the changing temperatures and snow conditions. The thawing of the permafrost and the changes in the Arctic vegetation are also significant threats. These challenges have put increasing pressure on the snowy owl populations, making it harder for them to survive in the ever-changing Arctic environment. The beluga whale, a famous cetacean, is also not immune to the impacts of the changes taking place in Alaska. As a marine animal characteristic of the Arctic regions, the beluga is known for its ability to thrive in harsh environments. Often called the white whale due to its distinctive white skin, the beluga is also famous for its wide range of vocalizations, earning it the nickname Canary of the Sea. The beluga follows a unique seasonal migration pattern. In the summer, they move north, gathering in the estuaries and coastal bays of Alaska. When winter comes and the sea ice forms, the belugas migrate south to find open water. Here, they rely on their thick layer of blubber for insulation. They live in small groups. During migration, the group size can be up to hundreds of whales. This grouping allows for more effective hunting. Their diet consists of a variety of species, such as octopus, squid, crabs, shrimp, and fish, like salmon and cod. With the ability to dive up to 3,000 feet and hold their breath for up to 25 minutes, the belugas can hunt in the shallow coastal waters. One of the most important skills of the beluga is echolocation, or the use of sound waves to locate their prey. The belugas are facing an increasingly difficult struggle for survival as climate change causes the ice to melt rapidly, changing their natural habitat. The warmer, less icy waters have forced the belugas to migrate further south in search of food and shelter. In addition, the underwater noise from ships and industrial activities can disrupt the beluga's ability to communicate and echolocate. From the ice flows of the Arctic, the ecosystem gradually transitions to a new landscape, the taiga forest. Here, the long, harsh winters give way to short but vibrant summers. The biting cold of winter, where temperatures often drop below -22 degrees Fahrenheit. This is home to the towering coniferous species like the black and white spruce, which have stood against time and climate. However, climate change is gradually altering the natural balance. The warmer temperatures and longer summers bring an increasing risk of wildfires. Alaska is home to 98% of the U.S. brown bear population. It is also home to 70% of the total brown bear population across North America. Across Alaska, from the majestic mountain ranges to the vast plains, the brown bear dominates the landscape. The male brown bear, which can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, creates a powerful image of strength and vitality in the wild world of Alaska. The brown bear is an omnivore with a varied diet, but in the taiga, their most important food source is salmon. During the peak feeding season, a brown bear can consume up to 90 pounds of food per day. The fat-rich salmon allows them to gain weight quickly and store enough energy to survive the harsh Alaskan winter. As winter approaches, the brown bear enters a state of hibernation, a survival mechanism that helps to conserve energy. However, global warming is drastically changing the brown bear's habitat in the taiga forests of Alaska. The winter, once long and stable, has become shorter, causing the bears to wake up earlier from hibernation, often without enough energy reserves. Meanwhile, on the rocky slopes, the Dall sheep carefully tread, avoiding the watchful eyes of predators. These are the iconic animals of the Alaskan mountains, living in small herds and adapted to the high-altitude areas where they rarely migrate. In the vast expanse of the Taiga Mountains, the Dall sheep are constantly on the move to find food, often choosing high, treacherous areas. Their thick foot pads help them to grip the slippery rock surfaces, allowing them to move quickly across the steep slopes. The thick coat of the Dall sheep is essential for enduring the harsh Alaskan winter. Their double-layered coat helps to keep them warm, even when the temperature drops below -30 degrees Fahrenheit. When spring comes, the Dall sheep shed their winter coat in preparation for the summer, helping their bodies to maintain a stable temperature. However, the Dall sheep are facing harsher conditions as their habitat changes. The late spring snowstorms and rains coincide with their breeding season. Another species that thrives in the rugged, rocky highlands of the Taiga mountain environment is the mountain goat. The mountain goat has incredible adaptability, allowing it to live at altitudes from 5,000 to 13,000 feet. Their thick coat, with a soft undercoat for warmth and a long outer coat to block the cold wind and snow, protects them from the harsh weather conditions. Their hooves are specially designed with hard surfaces and soft pads to help them grip the slippery rock faces. Like the Dall sheep, the mountain goat is facing challenges due to the decline of the high-altitude plants they depend on for survival. Meanwhile, the Alaskan moose, the largest member of the deer family, also has to adapt to the harsh conditions of the taiga. With a diet that includes aquatic plants, the Alaskan moose often resides near lakes, swamps, and large bodies of water. The mating season takes place in September and October, during which the large males use their massive antlers to compete for mating rights. After the mating season, the female is pregnant for about 8 months, with the young being born in late spring. However, in the context of environmental and man-made changes, the Alaskan moose is facing serious survival challenges. Recent studies show that the shorter winters and less snowfall have altered the vegetation of the taiga forest, reducing the main food source for the moose. They help to regulate the populations of prey animals, preventing overpopulation and maintaining ecological balance. The strength of the gray wolf lies in their effective pack hunting strategy. This is due to their complex social structure. A wolf pack in Alaska usually consists of 6 to 12 members, led by an alpha pair who make all the important decisions. The strong bond between the pack members allows them to execute excellent hunting strategies, especially for large prey like moose and caribou. The gray wolf primarily inhabits the vast taiga forests of Alaska, but climate change is drastically altering their habitat. Wildfires, caused by rising temperatures and longer summers, are becoming a significant threat. These fires not only destroy the natural habitat, as a result, the wolf packs are forced to travel farther to find food, often covering 12 to 18 miles per day. Wandering the ancient trails of the wild taiga forests, the wolverine exists as a solitary warrior. They are the largest member of the weasel family, which includes martens and otters, and they are known for their extraordinary strength and endurance. A wolverine can travel over 15 miles a day in search of food or to defend its territory. In the winter, unlike many other animals, the wolverine does not hibernate. Instead, they continue to hunt even in the most extreme weather conditions. However, the loss of habitat and the decline in prey populations pose significant challenges for the wolverine. In the sky above the taiga, the golden eagle reigns with its impressive wingspan and majestic presence. This bird of prey is known for its unparalleled strength and hunting skills. In the winter, the golden eagle migrates from northern Alaska to the southern regions. In Alaska, the golden eagle often nests in high places such as cliffs, tall trees, or remote mountainous areas. The golden eagle's nests are large and made of branches and other materials, including animal bones. They often return to the same nest for many years. However, the changing temperatures and shorter winters have affected their migration patterns and the availability of their food sources. The warmer temperatures are pushing prey species like the snowshoe hare and the marten further north, or to higher altitudes, forcing the golden eagle to expand its hunting territory. Human activities, including resource extraction projects like wind turbines and power lines, also pose significant challenges. Another prominent bird of prey that lives in Alaska is the bald eagle, the symbol of the United States. In the harsh environment of the taiga ecosystem, the bald eagle has developed unique traits that allow it to survive. Their thick plumage protects them from the cold of winter, while their migratory ability allows them to move to areas with better food sources. There, where the rivers and lakes cut through the dense forests, the giant nests of the bald eagle appear on the tall trees and cliffs. Their nests are built with branches and leaves, constructed with care and patience. Some nests weigh nearly 2,200 pounds. Like many other wildlife, The bald eagle faces serious challenges from climate change and human activities. Pollution from oil drilling and mining continues to threaten the aquatic ecosystems, which are crucial for their food source. The fastest bird of prey in the world, known for its high-speed dives, reaching up to 200 miles per hour to catch its prey. This is the peregrine falcon. Historically, the peregrine falcon faced serious threats from the pesticide DDT, which caused a decline in the durability of their eggshells and their reproductive ability. Although their numbers have recovered and DDT has been banned, the peregrine falcon still faces many challenges in its natural habitat. The peregrine falcon requires a habitat with a wide, open view, ensuring the safety of its nest and providing optimal conditions for hunting from above. The warmer temperatures and shorter winters are making the migratory waterfowl and other birds, the main prey of the peregrine falcon, scarcer. From the taiga, following the icy rivers, the journey leads to the vast coastlines where the coastal and marine ecosystems of Alaska begin. With over 54,000 miles of coastline, Alaska boasts one of the largest and richest coastal ecosystems in the world. This is also a migratory corridor for predators like the gray wolf and the brown bear, who seek food from the sea. Alaska is home to over 300 species of fish, including both freshwater and saltwater species. The salmon species of Alaska, including the king, sockeye, pink, and coho salmon, are particularly known for their remarkable spawning migration behavior. They lay their eggs in late summer and early fall in the freshwater streams and lakes, where the water flowing over the gravel beds provides the necessary oxygen for the eggs to develop. The young salmon live in freshwater for a period of from a few months to a few years, depending on the species, preparing for their journey to the ocean. After spending 2 to 5 years in the sea, the salmon begin their journey back to the very same river where they were born. This homing behavior is one of nature's mysteries, as they use the chemical signals in the water and the Earth's magnetic field for navigation. After completing their reproductive mission, most salmon species end their life cycle, concluding a long and challenging journey. The coastal waters of Alaska are home to over 3,700 species of marine invertebrates, from the shallow waters to the deep ocean. They are found from the Beaufort Sea in the north, through the Bering Sea, the Aleutian Islands, and the Gulf of Alaska, down to the southern border of the state. Marine invertebrates play a crucial role in the marine ecosystem. They are the primary food source for fish, seabirds, and marine mammals. However, climate change is seriously disrupting the marine invertebrate species in this ecosystem. The rising seawater temperature is not only affecting their growth and distribution, but also rapidly increasing the acidification of the ocean. The sea otter is one of the marine species most affected by the decline in invertebrate populations. The sea otter is the largest member of the weasel family, which includes species such as the skunk, the wolverine, the badger, the marten, and the mink. They can be up to 6 feet long and weigh over 100 pounds, making them one of the largest otter species. Sea otters spend almost their entire lives on the water, where they eat, sleep, mate, and even give birth. Their thick fur and ability to regulate their body temperature in the cold marine environment allow them to avoid many of the natural threats on land. Sea otters play a crucial role as keystone predators, maintaining the ecological balance of Alaska's coastal ecosystems. One of their most important contributions is controlling the sea urchin population, which often feeds on kelp. More than just predators, sea otters are one of the few mammals known to use tools. When diving for food, they often carry a favorite rock, which they store in a loose pouch of skin under their foreleg. When they surface, they will lie on their backs, place the rock on their chest, and use it as an anvil to crack open the hard shells of clams, mussels, and sea urchins. Each otter has its own dinnerware. If left unchecked, sea urchins can overgraze the kelp forests, leading to the degradation of these habitats. Furthermore, sea otters spend a large portion of their time eating. With a high metabolic rate, they must constantly consume food to stay warm and maintain their energy. However, the warming of the sea has altered the kelp forest ecosystem, which plays a crucial role in providing habitat and food. As the kelp declines, the sea urchin population grows unchecked, causing an imbalance that directly affects the sea otter's food source. Stretching across the coastal and island regions from Alaska to the Aleutian Islands, the Steller sea lion basks on the sandy beaches. They are the largest marine mammal in the Otariidae family, commonly known as the eared seal family. The female Steller sea lion is typically about 7 feet long and weighs about 600 pounds. In contrast, the male is significantly larger. Living in the cold waters of the Bering and Chukchi seas, the Steller sea lion has developed special adaptations to survive. One of their key features is a thick layer of blubber under their skin, which helps them to maintain a stable body temperature. During the breeding season, from May to July, the Steller sea lions gather on the coastal rocks or small islands. After the breeding season ends, they move out to the open sea, beginning their foraging journeys, though they do not stray far from their breeding grounds. Like many other marine species, the Steller sea lion is facing a decline in population due to various factors related to environmental changes and food competition. The rising seawater temperature has directly affected the distribution of small fish species, their main food source. In the Alaskan waters, the killer whale is widely distributed and known for its incredible hunting ability. Although often called the killer whale, this name is controversial as the orca is actually a member of the dolphin family. The coastal ecosystems of Alaska, including the continental shelf and the deep waters, provide an ideal habitat for the killer whale. They often migrate seasonally along the coastline, from southeastern Alaska through the Aleutian Islands, and sometimes appear in Prince William Sound. The abundance of prey, such as salmon, cod, and other marine mammals, supports the thriving of the killer whale populations. In Alaska, the killer whale is quite large, with adult males reaching up to 27 feet long. Their adaptability allows them to thrive in diverse marine environments. Thanks to their flexible hunting ability and immense strength, the killer whale is considered the apex predator of the ocean, not just in Alaska but globally. Although they are apex predators, killer whales are not immune to the impacts of climate change. As the ocean temperature rises, their familiar hunting grounds are shrinking.
These creatures are not only symbols of power, but also guardians of the savanna plains, playing lead roles in a delicate ecosystem where every element is beautifully intertwined. The world admires and reveres these animals as they represent the vibrant spirit of a continent that never stops evolving while steadfastly preserving its core values. Have you ever wondered how these animals have managed to survive for thousands of years in such a challenging environment? The answer lies in their extraordinary resilience and harmonious connection with nature. Africa is a place where progress doesn't mean neglecting preservation. Protecting nature is an essential part of that advancement. When it comes to one of the most vital wilderness areas in South Africa, the Kalahari Desert, you'll realize it's far from the barren wasteland many imagine. Though it may appear to be a scorching and arid desert, the Kalahari is actually a semi-desert where life thrives with remarkable vigor. Notably, in the Sea Galati Park, which lies predominantly within South African territory, wildlife is not only protected, but also given the freedom to flourish. This is a place where nations come together to preserve a one-of-a-kind ecosystem found nowhere else on Earth. When it comes to the standout animals of this region, the oryx is truly awe-inspiring. With horns nearly 3 feet long, the oryx has become a vibrant symbol of strength and resilience amidst the harsh desert heat. Its fur reflects sunlight, helping to minimize body temperature during scorching summer days, while the black markings on its face and legs create contrast, shielding it from the burning heat and regulating its body temperature during cold nights. The oryx's appearance is not only striking, but also a masterpiece of natural adaptation. Standing about 4 feet tall and weighing up to 460 pounds, the oryx is not only powerful but also incredibly agile, exemplifying a perfect survival strategy. However, despite its agility, the oryx's true weapon isn't speed, but its ability to fight and defend itself when necessary. The oryx's long, straight horns, resembling sharp spears, are not just an impressive feature but also an essential tool for its survival. Both males and females possess these horns, which help protect them from predators, and are even used during territorial disputes between males. These silent battles are a vital part of establishing dominance and hierarchy within the group, a natural order the oryx must follow to ensure its survival. Despite living in the harsh desert environment, the oryx has found a promised land in the Kruger Park, a safer habitat with more abundant resources. This ideal sanctuary allows large groups of oryx to thrive without the need to travel hundreds of miles in search of food. The park's plentiful vegetation and reduced predator threats offer the oryx a perfect opportunity to freely forage for food, from young shoots to roots and other available resources. When it comes to unique wildlife, we cannot overlook another fascinating creature, the secretary bird. With its long legs and striking plumage, this bird stands out as a warrior in the wild. Despite its modest size, the secretary bird is a formidable hunter, boasting exceptional predatory skills. Its nickname, the ground hunter, aptly reflects its superior hunting abilities, with a unique approach. Unlike other birds of prey that hunt from the skies, the secretary bird searches for its prey on the ground. Its precise and powerful strides allow it to capture creatures such as snakes, rodents, and even insects. Witnessing the secretary bird in its natural habitat is truly a privilege. This remarkable bird symbolizes resilience and balance in nature, proving that every species, with its unique skills and adaptations, plays an indispensable role in the ecosystem. Meanwhile, a lesser-known yet equally fascinating creature is the brown hyena, a solitary and elusive member of the hyena family. Unlike the spotted hyena, renowned for its social behavior and group hunting skills, the brown hyena is a quiet hunter, roaming alone and guarding some of Africa's most remote and arid regions. With its thick, shaggy brown coat, the brown hyena is easily distinguishable from its relatives. It is not only a guardian of the wilderness, but also a crucial part of the food chain, maintaining balance in this untamed ecosystem. The brown hyena, with its short fur and distinctive markings, is unlike any other member of the hyena family. While it shares the same lineage as other hyenas, the brown hyena exhibits entirely different physical traits and behaviors, reflecting its unique adaptations to survive in the harsh desert environment. Unlike its counterparts, which often live and hunt in packs, the brown hyena is a solitary predator that relies primarily on a scavenger lifestyle, feeding on carrion. By consuming the remains left by other predators, the brown hyena recycles nutrients back into the ecosystem, playing a vital role in sustaining life in the desert's harsh condition. Thanks to this omnivorous and resourceful diet, the brown hyena can endure even the toughest times when food is scarce. A natural detective, the brown hyena can travel up to 25 miles in a single night in search of food. Independent and resilient, it is not only a vivid representation of strength, but also a symbol of self-reliance amidst the barren and challenging desert landscape. Meanwhile, another fascinating creature, the African wild dog, roams this region with a completely different survival strategy. Smaller and more agile, the African wild dog lives in pairs and actively hunts its prey. While the brown hyena scavenges leftovers, the African wild dog swiftly and precisely hunts small animals, birds, and insects. With flexibility and skill, the African wild dog demonstrates remarkable intelligence during hunts, using its agility and keen sense of smell to locate hidden prey beneath the ground, among rocks, or within bushes. Weighing between 22 and 29 pounds, and with a body length of up to 4 feet, the African wild dog is not particularly powerful, but thrives in this challenging environment through cleverness and adaptability. The African wild dog is a versatile hunter, capable of adjusting its diet to suit environmental conditions. From small animals to drought-resistant fruits, this dietary diversity makes the African wild dog one of the most adaptable species in the region. Like the brown hyena, the African wild dog forms monogamous pairs, where the bond between mates plays a critical role in the species' sustainability. These pairs not only share territorial defense duties, but also jointly raise their offspring. This close bond and excellent cooperation reflect the species' strategy for survival in the wild. The survival of the African wild dog relies heavily on the strong partnership between pairs. They share responsibilities for defending their territory and collaborate in hunting and protecting their pups. Female wild dogs have a gestation period of about 2 months, giving birth to litters of 3 to 6 pups in secluded dens. During the early months, both parents care for the pups, protecting them from dangerous predators. Despite the harsh desert environment, the Kegel-Gad region provides expansive areas for the African wild dog to thrive, offering rich biodiversity and a natural balance that sustains the ecosystem. Since inhabiting this region, the African wild dog has showcased remarkable adaptability, not just surviving, but thriving and integrating into the food chain alongside other predators. This extraordinary animal continues to be a vivid testament to resilience and ingenuity in securing sustenance, even in the most unforgiving environments. At Boulders Beach, one of South Africa's most unique destinations, we can witness a fascinating and entirely different sight: the African penguins. At the start of the 20th century, these penguins found a new paradise when they arrived at this peaceful seaside haven. This secluded bay, with its pristine waters and absence of predator threats, created an ideal environment for them to live and thrive. Boulders Beach became a perfect sanctuary for African penguins, enabling them to flourish over the decades. African penguins are small but resilient and full of life. They stand about 24 to 28 inches tall, weigh between 4.4 and 8.8 pounds, and have an average lifespan of 10 to 15 years. They mate for life, maintaining a strong bond with their partners. Each pair works together to care for and nurture their chicks. They take turns incubating their eggs for about 40 days, building their nests from small branches and dried leaves collected along the shoreline. Some penguin pairs choose to build their nests near natural shaded areas, protecting their eggs and chicks from the intense African sun. During the first 3 to 4 months of life, penguin chicks are lovingly cared for by their parents, learning survival skills and preparing for a major milestone, shedding their soft down feathers for a waterproof coat that allows them to begin their underwater adventure. Only when they are mature and strong enough to swim do the young penguins plunge into the crystal clear waters of Boulders Beach, embracing the vast ocean world. Life here is peaceful and harmonious, with penguins resting on the soft sand under the sun, savoring each serene moment. Boulders Beach, with its fine white sand and clear waters, is not just an ideal home for African penguins, but also a tranquil paradise for them. Here, the penguins relax, enjoy the gentle breeze, and bask in the warmth alongside their partners and chicks. This tranquil oasis provides the balance they need to live, breed, and stay safe. At Boulders Beach, the penguins seem to blend seamlessly into nature, undisturbed by the noise of the outside world. Interestingly, contrary to popular belief, this is a place where humans and nature coexist in harmony. Visitors to Boulders Beach have the rare opportunity to observe the penguins up close, all within clearly designated areas to maintain this harmony. This proximity not only inspires admiration, but also fosters a deep respect for nature. It shows that when managed responsibly, tourism can offer precious opportunities to experience wildlife without harming the environment. This serves as a valuable lesson we can apply to other nature reserves. Continuing our exploration of South Africa, we cannot overlook one of its most iconic wilderness areas, the Cape of Good Hope National Park. This legendary meeting point of two oceans, the Atlantic and the Indian, creates an invisible boundary where waves and currents are in constant flux. Spanning over 19,150 acres, the park, managed by South African National Parks, not only preserves wildlife, but also safeguards a significant part of Africa's history. Visiting the park offers you the chance to marvel at towering seaside cliffs, powerful winds, and the unique flora of this extraordinary land. Carefully designed trails and strategically placed viewpoints allow visitors to explore the park safely while minimizing environmental impact. As you wander these trails, you may encounter a variety of wildlife, including the Chacma baboons, known for their robust build and agile movements. These baboons live in large groups, traveling long distances to forage, playing a crucial role in maintaining ecosystem balance by dispersing seeds and protecting the region's vegetation. The story of the Chacma baboons is also a lesson in the power of cooperation in nature. With their strong jaws and diverse diet, including fruits, roots, and occasionally small arthropods, Chacma baboons are an integral part of the ecosystem they inhabit. They live in complex communities where their young play a vital role in the group structure. At birth, the infants are fragile and entirely dependent on their mothers. The mothers protect them with remarkable care, often carrying them on their backs to ensure their safety. These baby baboons, with their soft fur and sharp eyes, learn the group's rules by observing and mimicking the adults' behaviors. Their early years are a time of intense learning, where play and exploration help them develop motor and social skills. Reflect on how every animal learns and grows from its predecessors. Isn't that a wonderful model for us in our own lives? Moving on to another animal, the bontebok is a rare and elegant antelope with reddish-brown fur and a distinctive white stripe on its face. This animal is one of the iconic symbols of the Cape of Good Hope National Park. The bontebok, with its sleek and strong body, is truly an impressive creature. Male bonteboks can stand up to 35 inches tall and weigh between 110 and 176 pounds, while females are slightly smaller, standing 31 to 33 inches tall and weighing between 88 and 154 pounds. This antelope has a remarkable lifespan of 10 to 15 years, an incredible feat considering its near extinction in the past. The life cycle of the bontebok is genuinely fascinating. After a gestation period of around 8 months, a female gives birth to a single calf, usually in late spring or early summer, when vegetation is lush and food is abundant, giving the young the best possible start. Mother bonteboks devote themselves to their calves with meticulous care, keeping them close during the early months of their lives. During this time, the calves learn to move, feed, and explore their surroundings. However, life here is not without challenges. Despite living in a protected area, bonteboks must remain vigilant against potential threats. The adults in the group not only protect the young, but also ensure that every member can coexist peacefully and freely explore the natural environment. This creates a perfect balance within the park's ecosystem. Meanwhile, along the crevices and mountain peaks of the park, the Cape Rock Hyrax, also known as the Rock Hyrax, Procavia capensis, continues to thrive with its familiar presence. With their compact bodies and thick fur, these animals are constantly seeking warm spots to bask in the sun. These small creatures spend hours under the sunlight, helping their bodies maintain a stable temperature. The Cape Rock Hyrax is perfectly adapted to its rocky and arid environment. They feed on leaves, fruits, and small shrubs, and this diet plays a vital role in maintaining balance in the surrounding vegetation. Cape Rock Hyrax young, born after a gestation of about 7 months, quickly become active and start following adults, learning to identify potential dangers. Their social structure and time spent basking in the sun not only help them stay healthy, but also strengthen connections within the group. The Cape Rock Hyrax is a testament to the incredible adaptability and survival skills of small animals. At the Cape of Good Hope National Park, all these animals not only paint a vivid picture of nature, but also play a crucial role in maintaining natural balance, an essential part of our journey to coexist with the natural world. From Chacma baboons and bontaboks to Cape Rock hyraxes, each species contributes to the development and protection of its habitat. The Cape of Good Hope National Park is also home to a remarkable bird, the African oystercatcher. With its sleek black plumage and vibrant red beak, the African oystercatcher is an unmistakable sight, standing out amidst the region's natural beauty. Its striking red beak is not only a standout feature, but also its most critical survival tool. The oystercatcher uses its beak to locate and pry open shellfish and crustaceans, its favorite meals. The ability to open shells is vital for this bird's survival, enabling it to access a rich food source in the challenging coastal environment. The African oystercatcher is not just resilient, but also a symbol of harmony and exceptional adaptation to its surroundings. These birds are monogamous, maintaining lifelong partnerships. During breeding season, they build nests in secluded areas to protect their eggs and chicks from predators. They exemplify a devoted partnership, working together to overcome challenges and ensure the survival of their offspring. The African oystercatcher beautifully illustrates the connection between species and their environment, serving as a testament to resilience and the preservation of life in nature's harshest conditions. Don't leave just yet. I know what you love. Let's continue exploring with Nature Moment. As we leave the coastal regions, we ascend to the Drakensberg Mountains, a natural symbol of South Africa. Known as Ukalamba in Zulu, this mountain range is not just a natural wonder, but also a witness to history. These towering peaks stretch over 600 miles, forming a grand rocky spine that connects South Africa to the mountainous kingdom of Lesotho. Drakensberg holds thousands of years of stories from ancient civilizations, such as the Sand People, also known as the Bushmen. Their legacy, preserved in ancient rock paintings, endures to this day, depicting scenes of hunting, rituals, and a profound respect for nature and the creatures they shared it with. Life on these mountain peaks is an unrelenting struggle for survival, where every species has developed unique strategies and adaptations to endure. The resilience and adaptability of the wildlife here are testaments to the grandeur and beauty of nature. The animals inhabiting this mountainous region may not be the largest or strongest, but their ability to survive and thrive defines the unique charm of this wild landscape. Don't you think the true strength of nature lies not in size, but in resilience and the ability to adapt to its environment? Among the majestic peaks of the Drakensberg Mountains, where landscapes shift dramatically between sunny days and freezing nights, we encounter one of Africa's most impressive animals, the eland. The eland is Africa's largest antelope, with powerful shoulders, a robust physique, and spiral-shaped horns, embodying a perfect balance of strength and elegance. Adult elands can weigh between 1,100 and 2,000 pounds and are equipped with remarkable abilities to survive in the harsh environment of the Drakensberg, where thin air and steep terrain challenge the survival of every species. What's unique about the eland is its ability to combine its large size with incredible endurance to thrive in such conditions. They primarily feed on grass and leaves, using their strength to navigate the challenges of high altitudes and constantly shifting climates. The eland is not just a powerful creature, but also a symbol of adaptability and resilience. From the peaks of the Drakensberg, we continue our journey northward, where the breathtaking beauty of the Blyde River Canyon awaits. This canyon is one of South Africa's most magnificent natural landscapes, with ever-changing cliffs and lush green plains. It is not only celebrated for its natural beauty, but also for its rich biodiversity, where plants and animals coexist harmoniously in a unique environment. Along the riverbanks, fascinating geological formations, like the three rondavells, resembling traditional African huts, stand steadfast through centuries, bearing the marks of ancient tribes that once lived here. This landscape is not just a part of history, but a testament to the power of nature and the enduring legacy of past civilizations. The Blyde River Canyon is not just a stunning natural destination, but also a biodiversity oasis, where flora and fauna thrive in the region's distinctive climate and terrain. Every step along the slopes of this canyon brings a profound sense of nature's strength and resilience, reminding us of life's adaptability and perseverance. The scenery of the Blyde River Canyon, with its tranquil waters and towering mountains, is an integral part of Africa's wild beauty. This canyon invites us to reflect on the power of time and the incredible harmony nature creates among its elements. The gentle waves of the Blyde River and the majestic mountains surrounding it form a vivid masterpiece, where every detail, from the river's winding curves to the verdant hillsides, is a testament to the beauty and strength nature has bestowed upon this land. Blyde is an essential piece of Africa's stunning tapestry, a place that compels us to pause, reflect, and cherish the beauty of the natural world. After an incredible journey through wondrous and magical places, we finally arrive at the wild heart of South Africa, Kruger National Park. This final destination is the crown jewel of a country renowned for its biodiversity and the power of nature. Officially established in 1926, Kruger was created with the mission to protect and sustain the remarkable biodiversity of northern South Africa. Today, this park spans nearly 7,700 square miles, making it one of the largest national parks in Africa, extending across the Limpopo and Mpumalanga provinces and reaching the border with Mozambique. After almost a century, Kruger has become more than just a symbol of conservation. It is a magnet for visitors worldwide, offering adventure, knowledge, and inspiration. However, Kruger is famous not just for its vastness or breathtaking landscapes, but for its iconic residents, the Big Five animals, symbols of the wilderness's strength and majesty. These animals are not only impressive due to their size and grandeur, but also play an essential role in maintaining the ecological balance of the region. Each of these species carries its own story and serves a vital function in the natural cycle. Among them, the lion reigns as the undisputed king of the African savannah, the ultimate symbol of power and dignity. With its magnificent golden mane and regal presence, the lion commands respect not only from other species, but also as an ecological coordinator. Its hunting activities maintain balance among herbivores like antelopes and other mammals, preventing overgrazing and allowing smaller species to flourish. But lions are more than just predators. They are deeply social creatures. In Kruger, lions live in prides where cooperation among lionesses determines the success of hunts. The lionesses, the true leaders in hunting, work in seamless coordination to encircle and capture prey, while the cubs learn essential survival skills by observing and interacting within the pride. This paints a vivid picture of an ecosystem where every animal plays a critical role in sustaining balance and life. Understanding prey behavior is a key skill for young lions. Lion cubs are born weak and entirely dependent on the lionesses in the pride for survival during their early months. As they grow, they begin practicing hunting techniques through playful interactions with siblings and other cubs. These interactions not only help them develop crucial skills, but also strengthen the bonds within the pride, laying a solid foundation for their future as skilled hunters. This is a testament to the cooperation and mutual care in nature, where every member contributes to safeguarding the next generation. This care also reflects the value of unity within the pride. Every lion, whether male or female, has a role in helping the cubs thrive. This collective effort is vital not just for individual survival, but for the continuity of the species. Yet even the kings of the savannah, the lions, understand the importance of avoiding unnecessary confrontations. One adversary that lions steer clear of is the elephant. With its colossal strength and powerful tusks, the elephant poses a threat few predators dare to confront. Wise lions understand that sometimes avoiding conflict is the best strategy. Elephants, with their superior strength and highly organized social structures, are not only part of the Big Five, but also key shapers of the landscape. These giants of Kruger National Park are not just inhabitants, but landscape architects of their environment. By toppling trees in search of food, elephants effectively renew their habitat. Though this behavior might appear destructive, it plays a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity, creating new pathways, and sustaining life for numerous other species. This behavior also highlights a remarkable trait of elephants, their unity and mutual protection within their society. Group leadership is entrusted to a matriarch, a wise and experienced female, while the herd mainly consists of females and calves. The young stay close to the adults, learning how to locate water during dry seasons and identify nutritious food sources. Each step they take across the savannah is not just a mark of a majestic animal, but a legacy deeply intertwined with Africa's wilderness and its conservation values. The elephants of Kruger are truly guardians of Africa's soul, preserving its primal essence and ensuring the continuity of its wild heritage. They safeguard the profound values of nature, bridging the past to the future. Within the interconnected roles of the Big Five, each species contributes indispensably to the ecosystem. The lion, with its majesty and leadership, the leopard, with its agility and stealth, the elephant, with its wisdom and tranquil presence, the rhino, with its resilience and independence, and the buffalo, with its endurance and tenacity, all come together to create the diversity and beauty of the wild.
The lionesses are often forced to hunt alone. Tonight, it is Mina's turn. Dawn, Mina has been badly injured. She is too weak to move. A lone lion is always at risk of attack from buffalo hyenas and even other lion prides. It is dark, and Mina has not returned to her family. Now everything depends on Kaman.
Chinook salmon swim upstream to spawn, becoming a primary food source for these majestic birds. In the midst of the forest canopy, a mountain leopard quietly stalks its prey, its eyes glinting in the darkness. A Roosevelt elk moved heavily through the valley, each step echoing like the heartbeat of the forest. The chase began. Life and death are always closely intertwined. This is Redwood, where every day is a challenge and every creature struggles to find its place in the natural world. Founded in 1968, the Redwood National and State Parks protect the remaining redwood forests, one of the most unique natural wonders in the world. These forests are the last remnants of vast ancient woodlands, where great redwood trees have stood tall for thousands of years, witnessing the Earth's transformations over time. The park not only protects the redwood trees, but also safeguards the habitats of endangered animal species. Stretching along the northern California coast, near the Oregon border, redwood extends for more than 40 miles along the Pacific Ocean. The jagged rock formations and the fog-covered beaches create a pristine and mysterious landscape. The diverse terrain includes temperate rainforests, deep river valleys and vibrant wetlands, covering a total area of 138,000 acres. Here, more than 400 species of animals find shelter in the embrace of giant ancient trees, creating a diverse and rich ecosystem. In the forests and wetlands of the redwood area, there are about 66 species of mammals, 200 species of birds, and 30 different species of reptiles and amphibians thriving. These sacred forests now exist only in a narrow strip along the coast of California and Oregon, where thick fog from the Pacific envelops these ancient trees. The cool climate is the key factor that helps sustain life for the largest trees on the planet. Notably, approximately 45% of the area of ancient redwood forests in the world is protected within this park system, a valuable natural heritage. These giant trees are not only witnesses to millions of years of history, but they are also living carbon reservoirs, absorbing 3 times the amount of carbon dioxide
compared to other tree species. In the ancient forests of redwood national and state parks, the redwood trees, scientifically known as Sequoia sempervirens, reach high into the sky, towering over everything beneath them with their spectacular height. This species of tree is the tallest on Earth, with an individual named Hyperion reaching a height of 379.8 feet. These giants have lived for thousands of years, with an average lifespan ranging from 500 to 2,000 years. Some may have existed for more than 2,200 years. This species of plant has been on Earth for 160 million years, even since the time of the dinosaurs. It has witnessed significant climate changes and natural events, contributing to the creation of one of the oldest and most diverse ecosystems in the world. Although the root system of the redwood tree is not deep, it can extend up to 100 feet from the base of the tree. However, it forms an intricate network that helps the tree withstand storms and floods, keeping the forest standing strong for thousands of years. Beneath the canopy of these giant trees lies a vibrant ecosystem where ferns, moss, and vines thrive abundantly. This is a treasure of ecology, a place where life continues to flourish, and each tree stands like a timeless guardian, carrying the story of millions of years of history. Amidst the dense trees, predators quietly lurk. They operate at dusk and during the night, when the dim light envelops the forest, using the darkness to their advantage for hunting. These are the mountain lions, scientifically named Puma concolor. They are considered the largest cats in redwood national and state parks, and are top predators in this ecosystem. The lion is the master predator of the majestic red forest. They are perfectly adapted to the complex terrain, where towering canopies and dense vegetation create ideal shade and hiding spots for them. With its incredible ability to hide, the lioness stealthily approaches her prey by using rocks, fallen tree trunks, and slopes to set up cunning ambushes. To meet its high-energy needs, each lion leopard needs to consume between 8 and 10 pounds of meat each day. Rucifer elk, especially the young and weak individuals, are their primary targets. A leopard can hunt between 9 and 14 rover's elk each year to ensure it maintains its health. The hunting strategies of the lioness are often very sophisticated. They typically conceal themselves, observing from a distance before silently moving into the shadows. When the right moment arrives, they attack with lightning speed, making long leaps of up to 12 to 15 meters in a powerful strike. The decisive strike to the neck and spine of the prey happened in an instant, causing it to collapse immediately. Each powerful leap grants the lioness extraordinary strength, transforming her from a mere shadow into an unstoppable force. After taking down their prey, they dragged the carcass to a safe location, covered it with leaves and branches for preservation, and then returned to continue searching for food in the coming days. A study in 2023 by the University of California, Berkeley, indicates that these mountain lions play a crucial role in nutrient distribution throughout the forest. Not every prey is completely consumed. The remaining parts of the carcass become a food source for other species, such as black bears and birds of prey. The presence of lions helps control the population of herbivores, allowing the growth of vegetation under the canopy of redwood trees to thrive. Thus, lions are not merely predators, but also key players in maintaining the balance of this ecosystem. Every time the wind whispers through the trees, we can feel the strong and mysterious presence of the lion leopard in the deep forest, a vibrant symbol of strength and agility in nature. Lions are not only powerful predators, but also excellent guardians of balance in the natural ecosystem. They are silent warriors, symbols of strength and skill in the wild. We learn from the lion's teachings about patience, precision, and the importance of every action in life. If you are a fan of lions and their sophisticated hunting strategies, please comment too to share your enthusiasm.
Be sure to follow Animal Nature 4K, so you don't miss out on videos exploring the wild and other fascinating creatures.
The bald eagle, the national symbol of the United States, is not only a top predator, but also plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Along the rivers, lakes, and coastlines, bald eagles build their nests, often on tall trees near sources of water. Their nest is a wonder of the animal kingdom, with a diameter of up to 8 feet and weighing between 400 and 450 pounds, built over many years of use. These magnificent nests are not only a place for raising young, but also a symbol of the perseverance and strength of the bald eagle. Interestingly, the population of eagles in California has increased by more than 20% over the past decade, an impressive figure considering that this iconic bird was once on the brink of extinction in the 1960s and 1970s due to the devastating effects of the pesticide DDT. Thanks to conservation efforts, the eagle has made a strong comeback, soaring freely once again over the redwood forests, where it hunts for fish and small birds. The redwood forest ecosystem provides an ideal environment for eagles, with an abundance of water and food sources. Fish make up 70 to 90% of their diet, with species such as Chinook and coho salmon in the river systems of redwood serving as essential sources of nutrition. With a wingspan of up to 8 feet, the bald eagle gracefully soars through the sky, hunting at speeds that can reach 37 miles per hour. Their eyes, often described as living binoculars, are 4 to 5 times sharper than human vision, allowing them to easily detect prey from a great distance. Once the target is identified, the eagle will dive at an astonishing speed, reaching up to 100 miles per hour, using its sharp talons to swiftly capture its prey. The bald eagle is not only an expert at catching fish, but also has the ability to hunt waterfowl, small animals, and even does not hesitate to scavenge when natural food sources become scarce. Wetlands and coastal areas become a rich feast for them, as the carcasses of fish or large animals like seals and wild boars provide a valuable food source. The bald eagle plays the role of a supreme predator in the redwood forest ecosystem, contributing to the maintenance of natural balance. They regulate fish and small animal populations, especially waterfowl, by removing weak or diseased individuals, ensuring that the ecosystem remains healthy and stable. With a high sensitivity to pollutants such as DDT and heavy metals, eagles are also an important ecological indicator, reflecting the overall health of the surrounding environment. The wildlife in Redwood National and State Parks is witnessing a remarkable comeback of the iconic bird, the bald eagle, after decades of decline. That is a testament to the successful conservation efforts here, where nature is gradually being rebalanced and restored within this rich ecosystem. The bald eagle is not only the ruler of the sky, but also the guardian of life in these lands, amidst the heart of the redwood forest. From the streams, rivers, and wetlands that flow through here like lifeblood, nourishing and sustaining the biodiversity in this ancient forest.